passion he's got for swimming. You know, it's quite overwhelming how somebody can dedicate so much time.
He's a good coach, very strict. Well, not really strict, but he wants you to do it and he wants you to succeed because that's what he's there for at the end of the day.
He's definitely had a huge influence in my life and in most of the swimmers who've gone through the pool.
He's a character and a half. I think everyone who's been through has known him through the swimming community. For all of us, he is our second dad.
So Joe is a quiet, humble man of few words, but he has a heart the size of an ocean.
Joe's name is synonymous with swimming on the rock. He started swimming when he was 11 years old, and it was only 6 years later in 1967, at the tender age of 17, that he became Gibraltar's Sportsman of the Year. 3 years later, he represented Gibraltar in his first of 4 Commonwealth Games. Locally undefeated for 11 years, he held on to the national records for the 50 and 100 yards butterfly. He began coaching in 1980 and he's coached swimmers to 8 Commonwealth Games, including 3 semi-finals, 7 World Championships, 15 Island Games with a total of 23 medals and over 800 national records.
He's someone I look up to every single day.
I think as a coach, I mean, he's got, a lot of very good attributes.
If it wasn't for him, really, I wouldn't be in the position I am to be able to go and compete in England and go to the Island Games, even as a development swimmer.
He knows what every single swimmer can achieve. If you work hard consistently, then it's plain sailing with him. If you don't, then you're going to know about it.
Well, Joe was very dedicated and very serious in his own training. I remember him during his swimming as the champion butterflyer. He was always very strong, very dedicated, and an inspiration.
He's always been a joker and he's always joking around, but I remember one time someone was messing with the board marker and the set that he wrote, and he just sent us home. Just because he couldn't find out who did it, so he just sent us home and we didn't train for that day.
He's one of a kind, you know, I mean, everywhere we would go, he would fall asleep on the bus, he'd fall asleep on the plane, he'd fall asleep in the car, he'd fall asleep on pool deck.
He's been there for every single day of his life, come rain or shine, when he's not been feeling well.
And it still gives me goosebumps to think, like here's Joe from GIV coming up with the same things as coaches in the US with all their resources, all their facilities, and so I think that speaks volumes of his knowledge and his experience.
He's helped in so many ways. I mean, he's a father, he's a second father to not just me, but again, like I said, to many generations of swimmers.
He is a loving person, but he is very serious, but yet he has this tremendous compassion, this tremendous ability to make you laugh.
He's an encyclopedia of swimming as well, which is something that I think perhaps not many people touch upon when talking about Joe.
He's just a funny guy. He really is a funny guy.
I mean, he is the backbone of that association.
Joe is a bit of a special breed of person, I can speak for myself, but I'm sure I'm also speaking on behalf of many swimmers who've come through the ranks at GASA.
They're a different breed. I don't think they make them like that anymore. I mean, they've given literally their lives to the sport.
It's quite a proud moment for me and especially for him because he's worked so many years for everyone and he's getting something that everyone probably feels like he really does deserve it.
Everything that he's put into swimming, he deserves it 100%.
I couldn't be happier. I don't think there's anybody who deserves it more than Joe does. I think it's been a long time coming. I think he will be very honoured, very surprised.
I'm really, really happy for him. He is such an amazing guy. He's done so much for swimming, so much for each of us individually. I don't think he even realises how much he's done for us all. Joe is GASA, Joe is us, I suppose.
That's absolutely true. He will recognise that he's been nominated by very respected people he respects, and that will mean a lot to him. He may react sheepishly and he'll be quiet about it, but deep down we will know that he will be very proud of this achievement.
That's exactly what he deserves, because as everyone knows who's been involved with swimming remotely he's dedicated his life to it. It's pure passion. He loves everything about swimming. So yeah, I think he deserves all the recognition that he gets.
So these kids they want to swim fast for Joe. They want to make Joe proud.
On behalf of two of his very close friends that have passed away, my dad and Johnny Golding, if they were here today, they would also wish to congratulate him on this tremendous achievement that he's getting today.
Dad, I would like to say, thank you for everything that you do for me and Dwayne and your grandkids, and you're very special to us, and just carry on being yourself. We love you.
Many congratulations, Joe. No one could deserve this award more than you. Big hug, my friend.
Joe, thank you for everything. Thank you for being who you are. We could have never got through all of our years of swimming without you. I look forward to the day where you have to deal with Logan and Ashton. I love you.
Joe, thank you so much for everything you've done, in and outside of the pool.
Joe, never change, no cambio. As you always love to say, and many people understand, agüita harap.
Vale, Joe. Muchas gracias por todo.
Granddad, I love you and you're awesome. I look up to you, and when I'm sick, you look after me. And I love staying at your house at weekends. I really, really do.
Granddad, I am going to follow your footsteps to being the best Gibraltar butterfly swimmer ever.
I like to play with you, and because you are so funny, and I love you.
Hello, Joe. I'm very happy you're getting this award. We've been together for a very long time. And I've been very involved with the swimming. And I've always, you've always had my support. And I love you. I do.
So, Grandad, I really appreciate all that you do for everyone in the pool. And you really do deserve this because you put all of your hard work into a swimming career and as a coach. And all of that has paid off, and I really personally feel like you do deserve it. And we all appreciate what you do for us every single day. You want us to succeed, and at the end of the day, that's what we're doing because of you. And I just want to say that I love you.
Please welcome Joe Santos, the winner of the Lifetime Achievement Awards. I was going to ask you a fun question, but first I want to ask you, how do you feel right now?
I don't know, blown away. Speechless. I never expected this. But then again, I really appreciate it.
You've heard the words from your family, friends, and past swimmers, people that you're training now, your grandson. Did you know that you had that effect on them?
Not really. I tried to get along with them as best as possible, but I like to play with them a lot, make fun of them. They make fun of me. At the end of the day, it's all in a good day's work.
They described your advice as gospel, that what you said goes, and that is what they wanted to do, make you proud. Did you get that sense when they were in the pool? Did you know that that's what they were striving for?
Yeah, definitely. I know whatever I get across to them, they will take it to the letter. No problem in that.
Now, John shared with me a couple of funny stories. One of them, he said that you were invited to meet the royal family, but decided to give up your spot and allow him to go. Do you regret that?
No, I don't. No, try to stay in the background.
Now, you spend your life with Gassa. What does swimming mean to you?
Well, it means everything, really. Had it not been for my wife, Angie, I wouldn't be here today. It takes a lot of hours, like most of the fellow sportsmen know. to dedicate so many hours to the sport. You have to have a wife like Angie, otherwise you would fall by the wayside. So Angie.
Joe, just quickly, is it weird not being in Shankar?
Yes. I miss my shorts and my t-shirt.
And just lastly, big year ahead, Island Games from a swimming point of view. How exciting is that?
Well, got to do the best possible. Being at home, the squad is training really hard. They always do. And hopefully we'll try and bring home as many medals as we can.
Before you go, how did it feel to see Jordan Gonzalez's name up there as the winner? Jordan Gonzalez.
Jordan, I never expected him. I was expecting Harvey Dixon, for making the final, but making a semi-final in swimming. Swimming is not the same as athletics. Athletics is, for example, 2 winners and then 3 or 4 fastest losers. In swimming, it's the fastest 16 or the fastest 8. Okay, you can win your heat and still be left out of the final. So it was a great achievement for him.
So Island Games in a couple of months' time. You looking forward to it?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, thank you very much. Congratulations, Joe Santos, the winner of the Lifetime Achievement Awards.